welcome back to Angie's Pantry. Today we're making some easy bagels. Years ago I used to make bagels all the time when I did daycare, years and years ago, but I just pretty much used my own like bread recipe and did it that way. They turned out great. But I was searching the web, because or YouTube world, and I come across Deep South Texas YouTube channel, and so I picked up his recipe. I'm going to do it a little different than him, but I will have his link in the comment or description below. And I'm going to use my Bosch mixer to make this dough. I've got everything set up. I've got the water that you're going to boil or simmer the bagels in set up. Everything ready. So this should be a good quick video for y'all. All right, let me bring you a little closer and let's get busy making bagels. All right. So I got you sitting here, got my Bosch mixer set up. It's a Universal Plus 800. I'm using my bread dough with the scoop on the side. Well, anyways, that's what I'm using. Now I am going to, last night I made a poulish, it's called, I guess. I took a cup of flour and I did my whole wheat flour, and 1 cup of water and a teaspoon of yeast, and it sat out overnight, and that's how it looks. So I'm going to stick that in here. I'm going to get all that out. I'm feeling a lot better. I had the, you know, what everybody else is getting, and it lasted for almost 2.5 weeks. It's still in my respiratory, but you know what? Hey, at least I'm up baking again and feeling better. Okay. Oh, that smells good. All right. To this mix, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of water. This is warm water. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And let's, I don't know if you can see in there, just kind of mix it together a little. I love this pulse section. So I'm going to get that going, let that mix for a minute. Okay, that didn't take too long. So this is how I want it to look, well incorporated. Now we're going to add yeast. Let me set you down. The recipe, I will write out the recipe for you. There is 1 3/4 yeast. Now I'm going to add the salt, which is 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt. Add in the flour. Okay, I don't know what that is. Zoom you in and show you, but that is throughout my dough. So it has something to do with my mixer. Look at that. I'm not going to use this dough, so I'm going to remake it. Look at that. Ew. And figure out what the hell's going on with my mixer. Yeah, look at that. It's throughout the whole dough. So, yeah, that's pretty gross. What a waste of money and time, right? Okay, so I checked out. I can't find out where that black is coming from because I wash my stuff very well, make sure it's good and dry. I thought maybe it was coming from inside there. No. I thought maybe the finishing was coming off. No. And then I thought because this right here, there's nothing black on that whatsoever. And that goes up inside here. I don't know if you can see in there. And there's no black in there whatsoever. Let's see. No. So I don't know where the black came from. I really don't. I thought maybe it was from my mixer. But I don't know. So I'm going to take everything apart, wash it, and then come back. Okay, so I really cleaned it well. I took a brush, bottle brush, to the inside, dried it out. I'm going to let it air dry a little bit more. I used my white towel, put it in there. See if there's any black in it. There's none in there. The only black that I got from anything is the bottom of this. That was it. And that's the gear that goes into the machine, and this is inside the bowl, so the only thing that's touching the dough is this right here. But otherwise, I cleaned up this. This had no black on it. Cleaned the inside out really well. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. But the only black I found was on that gear. And that was that from drying that gear. I don't know if you could see it. But that was it. So I took a picture of the dough, and I'm going to get on Bosch's website and see what the heck's going on. I'll get back with you guys as soon as I know what's going on. I called Bosch, and it wasn't grease. What it is, it's friction metal pieces rubbing together, and it creates that black iodization, something like that. So how to prevent it is, first of all, I don't put my stuff in the dishwasher to clean it. I always hand clean it. So it's from the blade, this itself, rubbing up against the metal attachment. So I got everything good and clean. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of olive oil on it. Right? And then just a small coating of it all around it, and make sure it's good and coated with that oil. And then when I store it, I'm going to do the same thing, but wipe off all the excess. Alright, so there's that. And I'm going to do this with this part too, because this is the part that goes into the bowl. Wipe off the bottom. So I'm going to put that in here. Click it. And then put this attachment in. Oh, I see there's a gap. Oh, there we go. Now it's down flat. And then I'll put the bowl on. Alright, everything's perfect now. What I'm going to do is, you've already seen me make up the dough. I'm going to remake some dough, and then I'll come back where I had stopped, okay? And we'll divide it up and get going the rest of the way. Alright, let's hope this works, right? Alright, I got it out. Got it in a ball shape. I'm going to put a tea cloth over the top of it. Let it sit on my board, it's damp. Just let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes, if not longer. I want it to double in size a little. Then we'll divide it up and let it go. There was a little spot that started coming up. Look at that. And it was coming up from the middle. So I shut it off, and then I kneaded the rest, because I didn't want that to get through. So whatever it is, it's coming up from the middle shaft up into the dough. They say it's the metal rubbing up against each other, but so maybe there's water that got into that gear box in there, maybe. I'll take a Q-tip in there and clean it out and see if that's what it is. But yeah, because I know that was clean and clean. So I didn't want my dough to get ruined again, so as soon as I seen it, I stopped it, I checked the dough, it's doing good, so. All right,
We'll be back.
Right. So while that's rising, I got my water on a simmer, about half a pot. So about 3 quarts, maybe 3 and a half. I got a half a cup of honey. I'm just gonna put that in there. Now it's not boiling, it's just simmering. I'm gonna add that honey in there and just let it go, do its little thing. And then by the time that this gets all nice and dissolved, I'll be able to work the dough to shape the bagels. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I know it's gotten dark in here. I'm sorry, y'all. So it rolls, boxed up, it's good. I'm just gonna put a little bit more flour. I'm gonna scrape off all that excess. My husband made me this board. I love it for breads, and you don't want all that excess stuff on there. Okay, I'm just gonna lightly put a sheen on there. All right, put this into 8. Yeah, they're not going to be perfect. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you want to be perfect, then get a scale out, weigh it out. I'm not that fussy. All right. So now we're going to shape. You're going to pinch it and put it in the ball. Now it does matter with here because you do want to get a nice edge on your shape. Because that's what's going to be at the top of your bagel. All right, now as I'm going through, I'm kind of just pinching and grabbing and pinching and grabbing. I'm not a good ball maker. Never have been, never claimed to be. All right, I'm gonna finish these up. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your fingers and you're gonna make a little hole. Just like so. And then you want to kind of make it, you know, big enough because it will fill in. So remember that. You know, about what, quarter, 50-cent piece. You look halfway decent, because once you boil it, put it in the steaming water, it will rise again. All right, there's one. I'm going to go through and do the rest. All right, so there, trying to make it where you can see. I got my water, it's just steaming. It's not, you know, little bubbles, nothing drastic. So you take your bagel, stick it in there. And then you're gonna let it cook 2 minutes on each side. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on, set my timer to start. All right, and then when that timer is done, then I will flip them over and do 2 more minutes And we'll take them out, put them on the cookie sheet, let them drain for a few, and then we'll get busy doing the rest. All right, we got about 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8. We're gonna take that lid off. And then timer's done. Stop that. My oven's preheated at 425. I'm gonna take these and put them on the rack. I got a towel underneath there to, oh wow, it's hot. To let them cool, or drain a little, not cool. And then I'll put egg wash on it, and we'll put our toppings on it. I put my rubber mat on there, and I put some of that quick cornmeal on there. You could use quick grits. That's what I got on there. I think it's quick corn grits or something like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, put them right on there. Yep, they're hot, just saying. We don't want them to touch. I have some egg wash. He used egg whites. I'm just gonna use the egg wash. And put that on there. I'm gonna put enough of that egg wash on there because I want my toppings to stick. Right through, good layer on there. Because I've got some Asiago cheese I'm gonna shred. And then I got some everything but bagel on there I'm gonna put on there. I got a good coating on there. Everything but bagel topping. Now you can make your own if you want. I don't. I just bought it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough on there. All right. Now I have some Asiago cheese. Yeah, I know how to speak, right? And I'm gonna shred that. And on the top of that. Just like so. On there. There we go. This turned out to be quite a long video, hasn't it? Sorry. No, you guys wanted to spend more time with me, you say. All right. We're gonna put this in a 425 oven. About 15 to 20 minutes. Check the darkness. You can flip them over. I'm not going to because I got topping on it. I think it's gonna bake for about 20 to 25 minutes, but we'll see. I will let you know when I pull them out of the oven. All right, the timer is gonna get ready to go off. Smells amazing in here. I got my grand fur baby here. Just got here. I'm gonna shut this oven off. All right. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, they look so pretty. Look at those. Let's bring it in closer. Look at those. Don't those look pretty? All right. Put them on this rack. Take that towel out. Tongs. That's the Asiago cheese. Ooh, it smells so good, yeah. Everything but bagel. Asiago. Pretty they are. Definitely gotta let them cool. I got a couple for my daughter. The neighbor lady, I'm gonna give her some, Miss Kelly. She's a wonderful neighbor. Very seldom do you get awesome neighbors like we got. And then the rest will be for Bob and I. Oh, it smells so good. This is why I did that mat, so that, you know, it's easy to clean. All right, we're gonna let it cool. And that's how easy it is to make these wonderful bagels. Look at those. Yum, yum. I want to thank you for stopping by. And as always, big hugs from my pantry to yours. I'll put a picture in there of it cut open. But listen, I did put, when I put the, that's what the bottoms look like. I did put the, a little splash of water, hot water in the oven to steam them too a little. So, all right, everyone, have a great day. Big hugs from my pantry to yours. Bye.